Hopefully this works and everyone can see me. Gosh, I've had a mad week. I've had a mad 24 hours. It's been crazy. Yeah, it's been pretty busy. It's been pretty busy, beautiful people. Cross 2 more pages. Well, let's see what I can cross to. I can cross it to there. Save. Get started. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, my beautiful people. It's been a crazy 24 hours. I was doing another show in your neck of the woods. Your time, 8 o'clock in the morning for you. And it was 11 o'clock my time last night. I was doing another show that I do for Unite in the Light with the beautiful Diane Morgan. And yes, it was full on, so I haven't slept much, and then I've been running around this morning, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time, got to get on. The weather's horrendous here. I hope where you are, guys, it's a lot better weather, but it's absolute rubbish here. It's really windy, raining, it's just rubbish. So anyway, I hope you're having fun where you are. And the weather usually is pretty always good in Oz, isn't it? I suppose. I mean, I don't know. Victoria, it's a bit like here. It's a bit up and down. But yes. So hi guys. Anyway, just to greet you today and tell you what I always kind of say what kind of a week I've had. In my week. It's been a bit crazy, but all good. And Michael's in the house, Archangel Michael. I just wonder what he wants to talk about today, because normally everything I ever do is what he wants to talk about, what he wants to say. And my hour is Angel Enlightenment. It's not, I love doing mini readings, but it's a bit educational as well, my hour. And last week it kind of was funny that we ended up talking about a really, really, really good friend of mine, who is close to my heart, who's a mass healer. But, I never know what I'm going to get, and that's exciting. When I do my private readings, it's the same. I never know what I'm going to get. The only thing that can be quite sad is if people want to hear from their loved ones, they don't come through. I do find that hard sometimes because people might be absolutely desperate to hear from a loved one and they just don't come through. And, it's out of my hands. I can't do anything about it, and I certainly can't make it up. If someone's not around or they're not coming through, I can't, do you know what I mean? I really, really can't, you can't make it up. And when it's like when I do my private readings, I don't fill in. If I'm not hearing it, I'll stop the reading, and I'll just go say, sorry, the energy's dried up, and then I'll go off again, so I never make anything up. On what I do, it's all from the heart and the truth, you know what I mean? I'm really glad, Kelly, you thought it was interesting last week. It was funny because that's the way it works sometimes. Don't always know what I'm going to be talking about for my hour, but then Michael comes in, Raphael came in last week, and I was very much told, talk about this. There's people out there that are going to need the advice and the support from it, because he is such a mass healer and the real deal, and I was speaking to him this week because he's a personal friend of mine, and he's really, really busy right now, which is good for him, good for the ministry, and good for humans because he's healing us. He's healing humans, and that's what he was sent here for. So it's all good. Hi, Shirley. Sorry, I'm really bad with pronouncing names. I've always struggled. I think being from another solar system, I think, English wasn't my first language. So, people put you in that box, you're dyslexic, dyspraxic, and all this. And it's like, no, it's just not my first language. I'm from elsewhere, like we all are. We're all from elsewhere, we're all planetary beings. you know, so incarnated from other planetary solar systems, star systems. So, you know, we've all, we're not just, we've incarnated in the human aspect, but we all have magical gifts within us. Michael's saying we all have the ability to do what I do. You know, probably I'm hearing probably not seeing spirit like I do, and I see them and hear spirit like a physical person. But all he's trying to say is we all have intuition. We can all do oracle cards. You know, you could do dowsing. I mean, dowsing is a great way with a pendulum to start communicating with your inner self, with spirit, but also your intuition, you know. And I think dowsing is such an amazing way, you know, especially with a crystal. You can do it with your wedding ring and a piece of cotton. It's an amazing way to start using your own intuition, you know, guys, because it's all within you. And these are some of the most simplest ways. I think with people, when they start wanting to use oracle decks, I think they get very bamboozled, especially tarots. There's so many in a deck. And I think this bamboozles people. I think people go, what? I can't, you know, they find it very confusing. But if you get an oracle deck, guys, they're really easy. And as long as you're putting your love, your intention on the cards, they're really easy to use, you know. So you could do this for yourself. You know, you could do this for yourself to help with guidance and things, you know, things you're wanting to know about. You can do it yourself. And that's what Michael's coming in on saying. Oh, and Mr. Metatron's in today. Metatron's here. Metatron's really good at helping you guys, at getting you where you need to be, especially with the spiritual side of things. He's really, really amazing at helping you with ventures, with your spiritual stuff, you know. So call upon him, call upon Michael for protection and guidance. I mean, I've worked with Archangel Nathaniel for many years, who gets bad press, but he works more with children that he kind of, Nathaniel helps children use their intuition and what they have, their spiritual psychic abilities, and he helped me no end, actually. He really did. So I've worked with these beautiful beings of light for many, many years. So I'm very grateful to have them by my side and have them be with me all the time, because I'm never alone. So it's great. And like I say, Michael usually instructs me what I talk about, but that's what he wanted to say, was the fact he just wanted you to all know that you have the capability within you, all of you, to help yourself hear the guidance from the angels and from spirit. But always ask for protection, guys. Always have an intention when you're using anything, like your dowsing or cards, runes, whatever it is you like to use. Always have an intention with it. Clear the energy off them from the last time you used them, and have an intention of what you want to know. And guys, look, it's like I say, there's no rocket science to this. If you pull the deck, you're using cards, it's not resonating with you, then put them back in the deck and shuffle again, you know, because that happens. That happens sometimes. It happens while I'm doing a general reading for everyone, you know what I mean? I just, no, that doesn't feel right. So it's all about using your intuition, and, you know, if it doesn't feel right, then pretty much it's not. And that's another lesson within using intuition, you know. Sue Sullivan, I'm going to come to you because you just keep jumping out at me. So can I ask, does this, I don't know, with this gentleman's energy, have you met him yet? I know it sounds real funny, or have you just been messaging? Can I ask you that, Sue, just to make sure I got this? Or is it okay? Is it the energy I'm coming in on, that you're wanting more and he's being a bit evasive about it? I just need to check with you. I've got his energy, Sue. If you could just text me, just let me know on that, and just to check I've got his energy and I'm on the right path. Can you? Is that his energy? Because I don't know what it is. Because it feels like, I don't know. It feels like he. But have you met him? Because it feels like he doesn't just. Yeah, but you see, you're in. This is where I'm at with this. Because it's like it doesn't feel quite right to you, and this is what the energy I'm kind of getting. There's something that's not gelling with you, and I think you have to be honest with yourself with this. I think it's all very flattering that he's like giving you all this attention, but your instincts, I'm feeling, you're feeling that something's off. And sweetie, all I can tell you is if your instincts are, yeah, and if your instincts are feeling that, they're giving you that for a reason. And it's funny that Michael just brought up about our intuition and about, you know, we all have it in us. Now, I've got to be honest with you, Sue. I think your intuition's serving you here, darling. And I kind of feel there's things that you're seeing or you're feeling that there's control there. And this is what it feels like, a past pattern for you from other relationships. And it feels like you're seeing that. And that is what's making you a bit guarded. Yeah, so right, yeah. Yeah, I know. But where I'm at with this is that your instincts are telling you that there's something not right. And all I can tell you, Sue, if you're feeling that, there's a reason why you're feeling that. You know, because your gut instinct never lies. And I kind of can't help myself but think, is it, because it's coming in on that energy, and I can't help myself but think I don't know, it feels like, yes, I know you've been controlled, but you see, this is where I'm coming in on, Sue. This guy's triggering triggers for you, patterns from the past, and I can't help but think that there's a front with him, and it feels like he has a face for everyone. And I kind of feel like oh God, I feel awful in saying this, because it feels like he's trying to reel you in. And it feels like that once he gets you where he wants you, then, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, it's not about you hurting him. He'll get over it. He's a big boy. Do you know what I'm saying? But there's something within you that's coming. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit, that's showing you past patterns. And this is why you're guarded. And this is why your intuition is telling you no. Because I don't think you're wrong. I can't be honest, I just don't. I just don't think you're wrong. Because it feels like there's a mask here. There feels like it just does. I can't help that. And I don't know if he's not, I don't know what it is. There's something off. I feel it. And I don't want to slate the man. But I just think that he's like, because he's so coming on to you and saying, oh, you're this, you're that, and the next thing. And I don't think you really feel the same. And it's, you know, he's a big boy though, so he'll get over it. He might be a bit bruised because he feels a bit egoed. And I think, you know, your instincts are proving you right. And I don't want to slag him off because I don't know him, but it feels like there's a mask in place. Yeah, thank you, Sue. I love him as a friend, but can't feel like I could love him as much as exactly. But there's something there about, I don't know what it is. Maybe, so it's the fact that you've become a bit of a conquest. Maybe that's it. And because, do you know what I mean? Because you don't feel that way. He's like coming at you more. And it maybe is that you have become a bit of a conquest to him. But the way I'm feeling is if he gets you, he's not going to want you. Do you know what I mean? And it's going to be massage. Oh, I get you. It's like it's going to massage his ego to have you because you didn't want him in the first place. Does that make sense? And that's I finally got the energy. I finally got the energy. And it's not, I'm not saying that he's going to be horrible to you once he got you, but I just feel it would dissipate. Do you know what I mean? Yes, exactly, Sue. Exactly, because this is where I'm at. There's two parts of him. It's like he wears a mask and only shows you the part that he really wants you to see. But underneath it, there's this, do you know what I mean? And I can't help but think, yeah, he was kind and generous, but that's the only side he wants you to see. That's the way it feels. And it feels like you have become a bit of a conquest for him. And it is like an ego thing. And that's how it really feels. And I don't want to slag the poor man off because that's not who I'm all about. But that's how it feels. And I just feel, Sue, that your instincts, sweetheart, are so serving you right here. But you're awake in knowing that he is flashing up past patterns. And I think that's the lesson in this for you. Honestly, I think that is the lesson. The fact that, yes, totally, that he's, flashing up those past patterns for you, but you're recognizing them so you don't have to go there. Do you see where I'm at with that? You don't have to go there. And it's really funny because I had something that happened to me this morning. Same thing, but it wasn't with a partner. It was with a friend-ish. And this person brings flags up so much of my past and brings in so many other red flags for me that I can't go there with this person. So this is where you're at. So the lesson is the fact that you've learnt that lesson, Sue. And I think this is the reason why this man's been in your life, for you to learn that lesson and see it. And I think you've learnt it now and you've seen it. But it's not serving him because he's coming from ego with it. And that's where I'm at with that, Sue. I've tried to be diplomatic with it because I don't want to slag the man off. I don't know him and that's not the right thing to do. So I hope that has resonated with you, Sue, because that's how I really feel about that situation. Okay? And I think eventually once he realises that he cannot, because like I said, it's this ego thing for him and a bit of a conquest energy, that once he realised, yeah, so many red flags, yeah, but I just feel there's a mask there. Do you know what I mean? I feel that he's not showing his real self. I feel like he likes you to see one side of him, and that's where I'm at. And I'm sure, he is a nice friend, and you do love him as a person, but it's, friend. And I think your instinct, sweetheart, serves you totally right, and that's where I started the show. So, oh, my pleasure, Sue. As long as I was resonating with you and you've understood, the reason, more to the point, I'm hearing you, Michael, is the reason why he was in your life. The reason why he's been in your life, to bring that experience in for you to understand it, I'm hearing. Okay, so I hope that's helped, honey bunny. Because people come in and out of our lives for different things. We don't always know why, but once the reason why they came into our lives is done, that kind of karmic soul tie done, you know what I mean, they fall away. And you might find he does fall away, but do not go with him. I was just going to bloody say it. He isn't your last chance of love, Sue. I'll tell you one thing, hun. You got to have you got to have the whole thing for this for you is self-love. So you got to love yourself first, and you're getting there. And this is the other lesson that he's bringing in, the fact that you love yourself enough to not just be with somebody for the sake of it. So you know, so there's where I'm at with that, Sue, and I'm more than pleasure to help you with that, because it needed to be said. Appreciate him. Oh, bless. So I hope that helps, Sue. You can tell the angels are all around me. Yes, Karen, my angel wings. Michael is my protector, but he forced me literally into getting these. Took me to a website, buy them, put lights over them, and that's where you do your work. I'm like, okay. Very bossy man, but very bossy angel, but I love it. He never offends me, so that's all right. And we're always joking, mucking about, so. Guys, if you do want private readings, contact me through my Facebook page, Suzi Parrett, SUZIPARRETT. My readings, private readings, are normally an hour. And I usually record them for you. And they're normally really full of a lot of information. But like I say, I'm sorry if I can't guarantee spirits to come through, because sometimes I can have them for the whole time, and other times I don't get anyone. I just never know. But always glad to help, so I go down. Kelly, this feels very odd about your friend. He's going to be in court next week. Why does it feel like he shouldn't even be there, Kelly? It feels like, feels really windy. I don't know, it feels like he shouldn't even be in court. Is that resonating with you, Kelly? You won't be on the shelf, Sue. Know that. And this is the other lesson for you, the self-love thing, all right? So know that. You're not going to be on the shelf. You start loving yourself enough, darling, you'll attract the right type of people. See where I'm at with that? Love ya. Right, Kelly, your friend in court. Can you just answer me? I'm coming in on this kind of energy. I just want to make sure. Yeah. It feels like how this got through CPS here, the Crown Prosecution Service. I don't know, Kelly, if what the equivalent is in Australia. It feels like he shouldn't even be there in this situation. It feels like circumstance, and it feels like there's misunderstanding. Please call. Okay. The reason why I've come to you is because Michael's saying, please ask for his assistance. He is the Archangel of Justice, fair justice. You need to call upon him for him going into court next week, because I feel your friend could do with his assistance with this. It feels like misunderstanding. It feels like circumstances kind of dragged him into this. But Michael, yeah, he is the Archangel of Fair Justice. So ask him to attend, please, Kelly, for your friend. You can do that. You know, the angels, you can call upon them to help others, you know, with healing or whatever it is they're going through. But it just feels like he's being tried for something that he wasn't even part of yet. You will be calling him Michael. Please do, because he's asking. He's saying you need to call me in for this, and make sure, you know, that the fair justice is served, because it really feels like that it's circumstance that has brought him to this point. But it doesn't feel like he's a part of it, or it just feels, was he in the wrong place at the wrong time? Because that's how I feel like the energy that I'm coming in on that. It just feels like he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Am I right with that, Kelly? Because I feel that once what I'm hearing is once the evidence is given, there really doesn't feel like there is any evidence. Can you just back me up on this, Kelly? for me, please, because that's how it feels. And yeah, it feels like Michael's bringing up sometimes, the Crown Prosecution Service, especially in this country, doesn't work. But I'm still going back to this feeling of your friend shouldn't even really be there. It's like all circumstantial stuff, and he hasn't done anything wrong. But truth will prevail, I'm hearing. Yeah, that's what I just said. I just said that. I said that it was circumstances that took him there, but he wasn't a part of it. Yeah, and that's what Michael's saying to me. That's exactly right. And I feel that for him, I feel he has good representation. I do feel he has good representation. I'm being heard. But I feel he will have his... Okay, I'm hearing he will have his time to be heard, is what I'm hearing. This is... Yeah, same here, laugh out loud, yeah. But I'm hearing he will have his chance to be heard. And like Michael's saying, please call... Yeah, you see, this is where I'm at. It does... And that's how it felt for me from the start. But I feel the representation that he has will blow this out the water, I'm hearing. It feels like he has a good barrister, because it is a barrister, I'm hearing. But I feel he will have his say, which will prove, it feels like I'm hearing it'll prove he wasn't a participant, is what I'm hearing, Kelly. The whole brief is wrong, yeah, but this goes down to your CPS, which you hear in this country is Crown Cross. Yeah, but the thing is, it's also how it would have been presented by the police as well, because they actually put the case to the courts. So, but all I'm hearing is he will have his chance to speak and to say his part. And I feel the brief that... with him, we'll get this across, but please ask for intervention by Michael, I'm hearing. Because it feels like all this, like we said, was circumstance, and it feels like, it's nothing to do with him, and I got that from the start. So, justice will prevail is what I'm hearing. So, I wish you all the luck with that, but I'm hearing that from Michael, and he's my boss, so, you know what I mean? I really, really, yes, spot on. They haven't even got his name right. Exactly. Exactly, my girl. And this is what I'm hearing. Okay? So, justice will prevail. Okay? That's all he keeps saying. But call him Michael, because he said he'll be there. He'll be there, Kelly. So, please do that for him. Okay? God love you. And Kelly, let me know how he gets on. I would like to know, please. I will be here next week, and I'm praying, and I'll be sending Michael as well. So good luck with that. Good luck with that, my darling. Spot on. They didn't even get his name right, hun. But please just know that justice will prevail, and that's all I keep hearing Michael saying. And he'll be there. He keeps saying, I'll be there, I'll be there. So, good. But before I go, I'm hearing it. You see, I'm coming back to this thing of how is this even a case against him or any of them, really? It's just odd. I don't understand it, and nor does Michael, so. Oh, he's amazing, my man, Mr. Michael. He doesn't obviously just work with me, multi-dimensional being. You can be in more than one place at one time. Please do, Kelly. I'd love to know, because it just feels like, how the heck did it even get to court? So, there you go. But I'll move on. I will move on. Oh! Kellyanne. I hope I said that right. You just jumped out of me, girlfriend. Your head jumps a lot, And would I be right, Kellyanne, in saying you can't make your mind up what you want? And I think that's a lot of your problem with why you're not manifesting as great as you could be, because you change your mind. And you, pardon me, you have to understand when you're trying to manifest something to you, and you're, putting it out to the universe, you have to be correct in thinking on what you want, so the universe brings it back to you, because what we think comes back to us. My issue is with you, it feels like you're changing your mind. I'm suggesting that you write down what you want, what you really, really want. That's the song, isn't it, in this country, by the Spice Girls, good grief. Anyway, and then release it to the universe. Keep the piece of paper, right? This is a really good manifesting technique, actually, guys, but this is what I'm being instructed for you to do, darling, Kellyanne, is write down actually what you want. Make sure that it's definitely what you want. Say it. The universe, I want you to bring this to me. I want this in my life. Understand it's not going to drop in your lap in a week, but keep the piece of paper, keep it somewhere safe, and see how much of it comes back to you. And this is where I'm at with you. It feels like you're changing your mind. So you keep asking for one thing 1 minute, and then you're changing it and asking for something else. So that's all I'm hearing to say to you. Okay. Ariel's saying that's what you need to do. Archangel Ariel, she is the archangel of, well, there's other manifesting of archangels, but she is kind of like the main abundance archangel. So call her in, because I've got an energy here, and this is what her message to you is, just please be careful. Make sure you're knowing what you want. Write it down, give it to the universe, and once it's done, it's done. Yes, I know. She's saying yes. And then once you know your package is in what you want, let it come back, But you have to make sure you know what you want, and this is why it's not manifesting, because there's indecisiveness there, and that's not the correct energy. Get it? There's many energies to manifest things with, but obviously the positivity, definitely knowing, and chilled energy is a great one, and love energy, and grateful energy. They're all high vibrational manifesting tools that we possess in ourselves that can help bring it back to us. Okay? Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's okay, Kelly. That's absolutely fine, bless her. I can't thank you enough, Susie. Tears of joy here. My pleasure, darling. Don't forget, Michael, I will be calling. I've asked him. He's saying he'll be there anyway, Kelly. What can't be done? I don't know, Nilsson. What did I say that what can't be done? Anything can be done in life. It's having intention. It's having intention in life. That's what can be done. But I hope that helps, honey. Just making sure you know what you want, because that's what I heard. So I really, really hope that helps for you. Casey Morrison, can I ask, Casey, has there been problems with the paperwork with this settlement? Feels like the paperwork's not been in place or something like that, and it feels like this solicitor type people have been taking ages to sort this out. Am I right in saying that, hun? Please, if you can just message me, Casey, please. Anything can be done, Nelson. Anything can be done in life, love. It's intention. There's no such word as can't or, Yeah, this is the whole. Yeah, it's funny. This is the whole thing for me with this energy, but there's a control energy behind it. This is what it is. It's all about control. It's quite egoed, and it's obviously not. It's not your side. It's their side, but it's all about control. for them. So all I'm hearing is just relax. Just relax. I know you want it signed. It's going to get done. Just know it will be done, and just chill over it, because I think, I don't know, it feels like a bit of enjoyment for this, all this time taking, and it feels it does. It feels like yes, yeah, yeah. That's kind of what I feel. But I feel it's going to go through, but it's just time. And because she's trying to control it, that's what's taking the time. And obviously I've got it right, because you're saying that. I think for you just got to know that it is going to go through. It's just a matter of when. But it's hard for me to dictate that in time, because it's her free will. And you see, when you come as any medium, clairvoyant, whoever that can tell fortunes or whatever it is, free will gets in the way, because that can turn on a sixpence. Free will can just turn on a sixpence, and it's really, really hard to say days, time, whatever. All I'm hearing is know that it will go through, but it's just the fact that, yeah, she's being so controlling about it, because she feels it's like I say, it does feel like coming from an ego energy, but she talks about taking it to court. Yeah, but I just think, it's all about a control thing, and I feel like that it's the only thing she feels she's got left to control in her life, if that makes sense. So this is why I feel she's very prickly about it. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's a control issue for her. I just think if that's how it feels to me, it's the only thing she's got left to control, so she's holding on for it for dear life. I mean, thing is, am I right in saying it's going to come to you anyway? You know what I mean? I mean, that's how it feels, but it feels like, because it just feels she's coming in on that control of it, because, yeah, she's always had control. Yeah, I know I'm 100% right. But you see, this is why she's holding on, Casey, to that last bit, because she doesn't want to face she's getting old. She doesn't want to face probably she is coming to the end of her life. And I know that sounds a funny thing to say, but she's always been a very controlled person, and a very controlled person of others as well, within and around within her life. And I think this is, that last bit. And I just feel that that's why she's playing up on it, because that's just the last bit of control she has. I think what you've got to do is just try and remain as positive as you can about it, and just hoping you throwing that calm energy and that knowledge of knowing that it's going to work through eventually, that she might ease off a bit, because I feel like, she's got the papers, or she's had the papers, and they're not being signed. Do you know what I mean? And she's just being obstinate, but I do just feel that it will work through. But it is that's how it feels for me, Casey. It's the last bit of things she can control in her life, and it's, yeah. Good. I mean, because really for you, there's not much else you can do, I'm hearing, and why should you be getting yourself in such a het-up state about it? Because it feels like she'll come to her senses, if that's how it feels. You know what I mean? Yes. And I think you're totally doing the right thing. I really, really do. But I feel for her, it's the stubbornness of the fact, she doesn't want to lose control, And when you are a control freak of your life, these things can be difficult. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with that. It's not an answer, but I hope it helps. Yeah, but it's going to go to you anyway. But you see, oh dear, dear, dear. But you see, the part of it is, it's all about that as well, wasn't it? The fact that her and Dad didn't get on. You know, I feel she's a bit bitter about things, and because it was, you know, it's his wish. So, you know, it's a shame. It really is a shame, and we all have choices how to turn up in life and how to be in the world, you know what I mean? But, you know, just because you're a certain age or you're even an old age doesn't mean you're wise, because, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't. Well, I hope it helps, sweetheart. It's not a fix, because, like I say, free will turns on a 5p coin. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they absolutely didn't get on, and that's the whole flipping thing, you know. It's all about that as well. So, you know, I'm sorry I can't be the better of bad, you know, give you better news. I'm just hoping, okay, I hear you, that she'll get bored and she'll do what's right. I'm hearing, you know what I mean, and get off her ego, because it's very this type of you know, and her bitterness. Yeah. So I'm hoping, you know, that she'll do what's right. I'm hearing, and hopefully, Michael, you can nudge her in the right way. But yeah, it's a shame. Sorry, Casey. You know, I wish I could, like, say, yeah, she's going to sign it tomorrow. But like I say, it's her free will. But I hope that's helped. I hope that's helped with you, darling. Oh, bless you. Oh, great. I'm glad that's helped you, sweetheart. I'm glad that's helped. I don't know. You want me to go up, Michael? There's someone I've gone past, apparently, so I have to... Jade. It says, is Michael... I've got to say what Jade's saying. Jade is saying, is Michael guiding my mum through the move, or should she call on someone else? Yes, she should. And that's Archangel Jophael. Archangel Jophael is one of my very, very good, feel-good energy angels, Jade, if I'm feeling bloody miserable. I usually call on more than just Jophael. But Jophael is an amazing archangel around the house for organisation, decluttering, even telling me what to wear. And I always call on Jophael for my wardrobe. What shall I wear today, Jophael? And Jophael tells me, gives me visions in my mind, exactly what go with what. But Jophael is also an amazing archangel for, organising a move, and DIY angel for me, archangel as well. If I need anything to do in the house, you know, I don't have a man here with me. Jophael guides me, tells me what to do, tells me like where to go to get information for what I need to do. So call upon Jophael, an amazing, beautiful archangel who is just full of love and support, but is an amazing archangel around the house. But there's so much more to Jophael as well. Like I say, just making you feel good about you, giving you love, support, bringing you comfort, and just making you feel amazing and seeing the beauty in everything. You know, these archangels, they have so many different specialities, but I would definitely say, Jade, Jophael is your go-to angel for moving and making it go all smoothly as you go. And if you have long distance to go, call in Raphael, because Raphael will oversee the move as well and make sure your belongings get to where they need to be safely, and you included. So Raphael, and if there's distance with the belongings, call upon Raphael as well, who is the patron of travellers. So if you're travelling anywhere, guys, Raphael is the amazing archangel to call upon to help in safe travel, and they're there for you. So I hope that helps, Jade. But Raphael is amazing for moving, as far as I'm concerned, anything around the house. And I love it when I go around people's houses, because they've got over here at the moment, they've got this kind of mustardy colour. And I walked into a friend's recently. I'm like, oh, Raphael's here. She's like, what do you mean? I said, well, it's Raphael colours. So love it, love it, love it, love it. And that's the thing, guys. People don't realise if you're taking on certain colours in your home or in your personally what you're wearing, that's pretty much telling you there's an archangel around you that's influencing you. Very, very true. And I've wondered why I've always loved baby pink or pink in general, and that's Shamuel. That's Archangel Shamuel. So I'm pink crazy. So although you wouldn't, I've got my silver, which is communication, and Gabriel can come under silver as well. So, and Gabriel is the Archangel of New Beginnings. So I'm feeling somebody out there needs to hear this. If there's someone out there wanting a new beginning, Archangel Gabriel is your go-to angel, guys. She is an abundance angel, but she can help you with new beginnings, whether it's a career, a whole new life. Well, you know, great archangel. And silver's a communicative colour as well. Same as gold, it's a communication colour, and you can see them in orbs and all sorts. She's not Christine. Time's getting on, but I want to what about purple? Wow, purple. Purple can be Zadkiel. He's the keeper of the violet flame. And for me, purple can be Zadkiel. Right, guys. Where have you gone? Where did I go? Where did I go? It was about your nan. Thing is, I'm hearing your nan's all around you. Christine, I feel like I'm hearing your nan's coming in quite a lot. Are you seeing visions of her in your mind? Is her face popping up? Because I'm hearing that's her way of telling you she's around you. So if you're getting visions like within your third eye, your pineal gland, and she's popping into your head, that's her way of letting her know she's around you. And I feel you're getting that quite a lot, but you're not understanding that that's her way, Christine Marie, of coming through to you. And guys, any of you out there that you've lost a loved one, and you kind of keep them popping into your head and see their face like within front of you, might be when you're driving your car, it might be when you're in the bath or the shower. It doesn't literally mean they're in the bath or shower. Water's a conductor, so it helps messages and visions through the third eye come in easier because water is a conductor. But I'm feeling, so anyone out there that a loved one's passed and they're seeing their face, like within their mind's eye, their pineal gland, that's their way of coming in and saying, I'm here. And I feel with you, Christine, you're doing this quite a lot and you're thinking about her, but she's there, I'm hearing. I'm hearing she's with you. Yeah, she is. You can't see her, but not everyone has the sight, sweetheart, you know, that very few of us can have the sight, you know, but yeah, she's there with you, and I feel she continually is trying to let you know that she's there and give you signs that she's there. You know, I don't know if you smelt her scents. Is there a smell that you relate to her? Because I feel like she's like giving you a flower. It feels like what are you giving me? Because first of all, she's giving me a rose for love, but then I feel like a tulip. She's giving me something like really smelling, like a scent. But I feel like she loved flowers, and I feel that's why she's showing me flowers. But the rose is for you for love. But she loved flowers, and she's giving you this. I feel like she's trying to give you the scent of flowers as well to let you know she's there. But she's definitely around you, and she's not far away. And don't think of her as dead, I'm hearing to tell you, because there is no death. You know, that is a total fallacy. Lavender, I knew there was one. I didn't get it. I actually got like a tulip I got given. So yeah, lavender, which is amazing, but I feel she's trying to give that to you. I didn't get shown lavender, but I know she's trying to give you scent. And just to let you know she's there, and you know, don't think of them as gone, guys, because there is no death. You know, there is no death. If there was death, I wouldn't be able to speak to them, see them, hear them, and all the rest of it. You know, so there is no death. We come in for this physical shell, our body. We have our experience of why we came here, or it may just be our body just got old and we pass, but we just go home to the heaven plane. You know, there is no death, guys. Okay, and you'll see them when it's your time. You'll see them again, unless you're like me. I see them all the time. You know, so good night, Jess. I'm not getting off yet because I was a bit late getting on. So, you know, please don't think them as dead, because they're not. They're not dead. Guys, the only thing is to do, to try and get spirit to jump in a few minutes for a few minutes. They don't, you want to talk to you longer normally. Oh, I hope that's resonated with you. She was such a lovely lady, Christine. Very gentle soul, your nan. I understand why you miss her. She's a lovely nature around her, and she misses you too. So, you know, just know that she's around you a lot of the time, you know. And I feel she brings others in with her as well. It feels like you've got quite a family in heaven, and they're all rooting for you, is what I'm hearing. So just to let you know, okay, sweetheart, just to let you know that. Gosh, times. God, all the angels are around me. You can tell I'm itchy, itchy, itchy. She was the glue. Yeah, I get that. I get that. She was a lovely soul, though, Christine. Lovely soul. She didn't want to go, but it was her time, you know. It was one of them. But, you know, she'll always be back in the physical and, you know, to see you, I mean. I feel like I'm drying up. So, guys, I might just pull a card. Alicia, I'm going to pull a card for you because I feel like the energy's pulling back. Because Michael knows that my time's meant to be up. But I'm just going to do one for Alicia McGuinness. But guys, you can get me... you can get me on... you can get me on Facebook under Suzi Parrett. I love doing me readings, so if any of you are interested in a private reading, it's SUZIPARRETT. And like I said, they're usually about an hour long. They're very, very full on, and usually got lots to say and lots to help you with. So, I'm coming in with Alicia, the beautiful Alicia. I've just pulled an angel card for you from... They Went Everywhere, Angel Guide by Carl Gray, who is a British person. But they are lovely cards, look. Sorry. Very bright and light and very beautiful. But this card says ask and receive, and you'll receive. And there again, I'm coming kind of on that back of that energy at the moment where you're quite indecisive in knowing what you want and what you would like in your life. So I think this card's coming in and saying to you, you know, think about what you want to then help manifest it to you. I feel there's indecisions with yourself, and it feels like, I don't know, it feels like you're lacking direction at the moment. But intuitively, I feel you know which way to go or what you should be doing, but it feels like you're ignoring it. So I will ask you to take note of how you're feeling about things and listen to your own intuition with this a bit as well, please, because that's what I'm hearing. And just know that things will work out. And just remember, okay, just remember, just because you're not always seeing an end result, to where you want to be, know that there are wheels ticking and turning in the background with the divine timing issue. You know, I think we all can get, including me, hands up, get a bit frustrated by the fact that, you know, we're not seeing physically where we want to be or where we want to go. But I'm hearing, just know that the cogs are turning, the wheels are turning for you to be and to get where you need to be. Just know and have faith that it will happen is what I'm hearing. And yeah, don't get too frustrated, because it has this energy. Sorry, I'm itchy. Got the angels all about me. It does feel like you're getting a bit frustrated, and a bit like, I want it now. So I hope that resonates with you. But I love your energy, by the way. I get this real sense of a lovely, bubbly, energied person. And you're not doing anything wrong, I'm hearing. So just know that the cogs, the wheels are turning. So just know that, you know, that you're being looked after is what I'm hearing. Right, my beautifuls, I think that's probably me, because I can't stay on too much longer of my time. I'll get told off. So I'm back next week, guys. If you want to catch me at Suzi Parrett on Facebook. I'm on Insta as well, angeliclight.sp. If you want to connect for a reading, just let me know. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. Yeah, I'm just a big child, I'm afraid, when it comes to Disney. Oh, I'm spot on. That's great. As long as it resonated with you, darling. I love your energy. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll be back next week. It always goes so quick. I was spot on. That's good. I love to get the feedback, guys, because that's what it's all about. You know, if I'm being spot on, I'm doing my job. All right. Oh my gosh, Imperial Leather Soap. My gosh, that reminds me of my grandfather. Amazing. So guys, thank you for hanging out, okay? Much love to you, and I hope to see you next week. Mwah. Love you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.